Hi everyone, welcome to my hobby electronics class, and today we are going to show you how we can program an LCD display of size 16 columns by 2 rows with Arduino code in various combinations. Okay, so this is the actual pin diagram or the schematic diagram of an Arduino Uno connected with an LCD display of 16 columns by 2 rows. The various the pin configurations are like this. So we use this potentiometer to control the contrast of the screen so that the text which is displayed on the LCD is clearly visible. Okay, and here we are using the pins 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to be connected to the various pins in the LCD display. Okay, and the VCC and the ground are connected from the power and the ground sections of the Arduino Uno. So we have implemented this circuit over here, and currently as per this the initial view it is so it is showing my first program, which is hello world. So we will first go through the code for an LCD display basic. So we have to include, as you can see here, we have to include this liquid crystal.h, which is the header file. And so based on the pin configurations of my LCD display, I'm using this 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, 2 as the various pins to be connected for the RS, the enable, the D4, D5, D6, D7 as the data pins. Okay, so we have initialized an LCD display like this. So in the setup function, we have to start with lcd.begin 16,2, which is 16 columns and 2 rows. So there is a separate uh, type of an LCD where you can also show 20 20 columns by 4 rows. So if you have a hardware which is of type 20 to 4 LCD, you have to change the lcd.begin parameters. Okay, now in the main loop method I am calling the LCD display method, and in the first example I am setting the cursor to 0, 0 position, printing the word hello world, or maybe I'll change it to hi Koushik. And I'll show it as LCD display. Okay, so as soon as I run this program and upload it onto the Arduino Uno, the sketch gets compiled. You can see, so hi display, so hi Koushik, and the LCD display. So the way I am determining which text to show in which row is by this set cursor method, which takes the first column number and the row number. So in the first case I have specified 0, 0 to print hi Koushik, and I have used the 0, 1, which is column 0 and row 1, to show the next text, which is LCD display. Okay, so similarly I'll go to my next example. So I'll comment the first one. So my second example blinks the cursor. Okay, let's see how it runs. So I've compiled the sketch now. So now you can see there is an underscore cursor which is blinking after the word test. So in any programs we can use this to capture or to blink the cursor at any position. Okay, so let's go to the next example, which is a blinking block cursor. So in this case what it does is it shows, so it's a blinking cursor with a shape of a block at a certain position. And so it uses two methods, lcd.blink and lcd.noblink, with a delay in between to perform this operation. Okay, so let me go to my next example, which is to show and hide the LCD. So there is some API call for the LCD, which which helps. Like for instance, the set cursor is set to the first column and the first row. It shows the word display text. Then it shows delay of 2 seconds, after which it hides the display. So we are using like no display and display methods to show and hide the content of the LCD display. Okay, so let's see what happens when I run this. So watch out the LCD panel. So the program gets loaded. So it shows display test, and after 2 seconds it hides and then again shows display text. So it's a show and hide mechanism. Okay, so I'm using this the two methods, no display and the display method of the LCD. Okay, let's move to the next example, which is scroll the display left. So what it does is it sets the cursor to the 10th column and the first row, or the 0th row, and prints the word scroll left, and then it prints the word testing on the next row, which is the second row. The entire screen is scrolling from right to left. Okay, so that's how this program does. Let's see. Okay, watch out over here. So the top line is scroll left and the bottom line is testing, and the entire screen is scrolling from right to the left. So this is useful when you are trying to use some some message which needs to be displayed from some events. For instance, you are creating a robotics project where you like need to show something as a marquee text which moves from left to right or from right to left. So any kind of status messages can be shown over here. Okay, so that's this example. Let's move to the next one. So this is a similar kind of an example which scrolls from left to right. Okay, I'll compile this program and see. The program got loaded. So it is now scrolling from left to right. Okay, so if you see here, I haven't used the top row at all. Okay, I've used the bottom row and I've printed the word scroll right text, and I've used scroll display right as the method with a delay of 500 milliseconds. So if you see over here, the text is moving from left to right on the lower row. Okay, so this is example 6. The next one is example 7, where we will be using some auto scroll mechanism. So let's see how it works. We'll recompile it. So what it does is it starts from the right side and starts printing the numbers in an increment of 1 till 9, and then again it resets back to 0. So it prints from 0 till 9 and then again like resets the counter back to 0. So we are using the method lcd.autoscroll, then setting the cursor to the last position, which is the 16th column and the first row, and then within a loop I'm printing it with the value with a delay of 500 millisecond. Okay, and then finally I'm just clearing the LCD. So this is what like auto scroll talks about. So you can see it over here on the screen. Okay, so these are the basic the functions of this LCD, the device, and the methods which are used to show a content, show a text, or blink a text, or like move the content from left to right, and it's more like a scrolling. So we can use this in various of our digital projects or like robotics project where an LCD display is used to show the message of some events. Okay, so next let's move to the next program, which is so displaying of LCD characters. So what this one does is, okay, just give me a second. LCD characters. Okay, so what this program does is, this is a special program to create some custom characters with the help of byte or byte array to display some custom characters on the LCD screen. Okay, so we are using the same mechanism of instantiating the LCD with the various pin numbers. Then we have created some custom characters with some byte array. For instance, heart, we are trying to showcase the heart symbol, then the bell symbol, and we have created various byte array combinations or the pixels or the pixel array with the help of which we can actually draw a bell symbol with the help of this byte array, okay, on this LCD panel. So there are I mean, like, so various kind of pictures which we have used. One is alien, one is the check or the tick box, then is the icon of a speaker, and then the character which is for a sound or say music, then a skull and a lock. Okay, so we'll try to show a pictorial representation of this byte array in my LCD. So this like LCD display panel. So like the previous courses, we will be like doing the beginning of this LCD. Then we'll start to use this byte array with the help of the create char, the method which takes the index and the actual byte array name. So if you see here, we have created total 8 different kind of characters or special characters with the help of the byte array which we have like initialized over here. Okay, so these byte array actually is the combination of the bytes which will show that particular image. Okay, and then we clear the screen and we print custom character. Okay, so that's the initial one. We are instantiating it, and then in the actual the loop method, we are like setting the cursor in various positions or like various columns, and we are writing the bytes. So let's see what happens when we run this program. Just watch out on this screen. Okay, see how it looks. Okay, so this is nothing but we are showing the custom character word, okay, which is the print the method over here, the custom character. Okay, and then we are like displaying one icon or one character for like each of these byte arrays. So we have displayed a heart, a bell, an alien, a checkbox or a tick mark, and then the speaker, then a sound or music, then skull, and then a lock. So with the help of these, okay, let me just remove the wire. So with the help of these the byte array, we are able to create like various kind of custom characters and showing them on an LCD display. So this is pretty useful whenever we try to show some kind of message from like any events, and we can also try to customize some other bit combinations to create our own custom like icons for that instance. Okay, so hope you like this video. This is all about this LCD 16 by 2 LCD display and how we can program it to show our like messages from any events within an like electronics project. Okay. So if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye.